right, welcome to our Rockabilly special. We're going to get things underway right now with a wonderful track by Mr. Johnny Burgess. We want to rock!
Well, I jumped in my flipper, come my baby to town. Yeah, wasn't doing nothing, just running around. Just cat and a boogie all over town. Well, down Front Street, baby, and all over town. Man, you ought to see the light when the sun goes down. Just pounding and a boogie and a band out of town. Ah! Ah! To the dance hall and a cuddle in your rug. Oh, we running like wildfire and a hitting that jug. Just pounding and a boogie all over town. Yeah!
Boogie, Mr. Johnny Burgess. Wasn't that a jump driver if ever there was one? Hear a little swing band influence in that, as you often do with early rock and roll. And rockabilly, which is basically a mix of country, western, hillbilly music, and certainly big band tunes with the block six chords, etc., both on the guitar and sometimes on the horns when the horns are blasting away on a particular rock record. All right, moving right along, we're going to get to a record I couldn't fit in on our other Rockabilly special. This one I'm sure you'll know. This is a seminal tune, not as big as Bebop-A-Lula, but certainly just as enjoyable. This is Gene Vincent with Blue Jean Bop.
Blue jean baby, with your big blue eyes. Don't want you looking at other guys. Got to make you give me one more chance. I can't keep still, so baby, let's dance. Well, the blue jean bop is the bop for me. It's the bop that's done to me. You dip your hip, free your knee, squeal on your heel, baby, 1, 2, 3. Well, the blue jean bop, baby, blue jean bop, baby, blue jean bop, baby, won't you bop a jean? Bop, yeah, bop. Baby, when I bop with you, well, my heart starts to hopping like a kangaroo. My feet do things I've never done before. Well, the blue jean, baby, give me more. Well, the blue jean bop, baby, blue jean bop, baby, blue jean bop, baby, won't you bop a jean? Rock it again, blue jean, go! Blue jean bop, baby, won't you bop a jean? Look at bop a jean now, let's go! Yes, a blue jean bop, a blue jean bop, baby, a blue jean bop, 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 baby, won't you bob the G?
Yeah, that's Gene Vincent with the Blue Jean Bop. Great tune. I always loved that tune. Actually, just as much as Bebop-A-Lula and songs of that ilk that Gene put out. He always put out a lot of jive and jump numbers. He never did too much slow music or slow dance music, as it were. Okay, let's see. All right, I think we're going to go back to the Sun Vault from another seminal rockabilly artist. Certainly most people recognize him from, his two biggest singles, I suppose, Blue Suede Shoes and Matchbox, that were big hits for him as well as other artists. This is Mr. Carl Perkins.
She comes strutting down the street in her sophisticated style. The way she's dressed is knocking them wild. The cats started gazing and they called her out. Her pink pedal pushers was knocking them out. She wears a pink pedal pushers. Pink pedal pushers. Pink pedal pushers made of the twin of them all. She goes driving down the street in her brand new car. The cats start gazing from near and far. She don't cause commotion till she steps outside. The boys get happy and holler, ooh, ooh, man alive, she's wearing pink pedal pushers. Pink pedal pushers. Pink pedal pushers made of the queen of them all. She goes, ooh, now let's go, gal, go now. She won the #1 vote at the high school prom. The older folks said she kinda favored her mom, but she got more than mom's ever had, 'cause she's a rock and roll lady with a brand new fad. She's wearing pink pedal pushers. Her pink pedal pushers. Those pink pedal pushers made her the queen of them all. You know, they gave her a part in a high school play, and they all chose her to play the old maid. Curtain call, they had a crowd overflow. Her pink pedal pushers, they stole the show. She wears the pink pedal pushers. Ooh, pink pedal pushers. Pink pedal pushers is made her the queen of them all. Yeah, she goes, ooh, her pink pedal pushers is made up of the queen of them all.
Oh yeah, that hot chica was wearing pink pedal pushers, and that's Mr. Carl Perkins singing all about it. Okay, I think we'll do one more from the early Sun Vaults. These records in particular were not bigger Sun record hits, but they were extremely popular. I think we'll mix it up now with an artist by the name of Billy Riley. He did some good stuff on the Sun label between 55 and 57, I believe. This particular tune sticks with the up-tempo kind of rockabilly theme. Maybe it's actually a little more mid-tempo now that I give it some thought. This is Rock With Me, Baby.
Come with me, honey, go spend my money down with me, baby. Don't me, baby, we'll have a big time. A crazy big time, you and my kind. A really big time. Come with me, honey, go spend my money over tonight. Time is a wasting, don't like it's wasting. We'll have a party, a groovy party. Flip on the switch key, I'm with you, baby. We'll have a party, a groovy party. Come with me, honey, 'cause in my money over tonight. Well, yeah, they're blowing, time is going, yeah, they're stomping, the joints are rocking, don't you feel better? I'm like a feather, let it forget, I'm a spin, let's rock a while. Give me honey, take my money, dance with with me, baby. Don't me, baby. We'll have a big time, a crazy big time. You and my kind of a really big time. Come on with me, honey, 'cause then my money all tonight. I'm gonna spin this rock a while. With me, honey, take my money, dance with me, baby. Don't me, baby. We'll have a big time, a crazy big time. You and my kind of a really big time. Come on with me, honey, 'cause then my money all tonight.
Yeah, that was Sonny Burgess with Rock With Me Baby. You could hear the beat there that probably inspired, I'm guessing, Hank Ballard and the Midnighters with Roll With Me, Annie, which would be adapted for a female singer. And that would just change the lyrics and the song title to Rock With Me Henry. But, yeah, that's a classic on Charlie, import out of England. That's from the Great Sun Collection, Sun Volume 2, Sun Rockabilly Sides. Okay, we're going to go with Rockabilly that is a little more contemporary, from like the late 70s or so. I believe this track was cut right around there, 79, 80. Would be one of the later tracks recorded by this popular, iconic really, rock and roll artist, just as good as Elvis Presley in my opinion. This is from the late Rick Nelson, covering one of Elvis's first Sun record sides. That's All Right Mama.
That's alright, mama. That's alright for you. That's alright, mama. Any way you do, well, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Any way you do. Well, mama, she done told me. Papa done told me too. Son, that girl you're fooling with, she ain't no good to you. Well, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Anyway you do. Sure, then you won't be bothered with me hanging around the door. Well, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Anyway you do. Well, that's alright now, mama. Anyway
Mr. Ricky Nelson, a later cut track, went back to the Sun Studios to cut it, I believe. He had Chips Moman at the board, one of the early rock and roll producers. Did some other sessions as well, both Chips and Rick, backing other seminal rock artists. Rick was in a rebirth as far as recording earlier type music, as opposed to some of the stuff he did, though, in the early 70s, say, with the Stone Canyon Band and that. Certainly popularizing a southern kind of West Hollywood rock and roll. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is one I'm sure you'll enjoy. This is from Lori and Larry, Collins, the Collins Kids, with Rock and Roll Polka.
On the corner by the malt shop where the kids go after school, they're never late to meet their date, sitting at the counter stool. Have a soda, have a sundae, make a cherry coke or lime. Gotta check the jukebox platters, hey, who's got the dime? Come on and rock and roll the polka now. Come on and rock and roll, we'll show you how. Up on your feet and then you hop and skip and jump. That crazy beat will keep on umpa, 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 umpa. Rock and roll around the town. Rock and roll the polka till the record runs down. Rock another diamond, play it one more time, and then we'll rock and roll it again. On the corner by the malt shop where the kids go after school, they're never late to meet their date, sitting at the counter stool. Have a soda, have a sundae, make a cherry coke or lime. Gotta check the jukebox platters, hey, who's got the dime? Come on and rock and roll the polka now. Come on and rock and roll, we'll show you how. Up on your feet and then you hop and skip and jump. That crazy beat will keep on umpa, 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 umpa. Rock and roll around the town. Rock and roll the polka till the record runs down. Drop another diamond, play it one more time, and then we'll rock and roll the polka. Rock and roll the polka. Rock and roll it again.
Oh yeah, tying in two great themes there. The wonderful prepubescent Collins Kids. Boy, how about that Larry Collins on guitar? Talk about a child prodigy. Larry and Lori are still very much out there playing the oldies circuit and bringing their live music and show to audiences everywhere. Okay, we're going to close out with one of my favorite of the later rockabilly type of artists. This man is a great writer, producer, actor even. One of my favorites. This was his first hit, I believe, a turntable hit more, and a hit on rockabilly and country western type stations. This is Mr. Steve Earle with the Continental Trailway Blues.
Well, sitting in the depot long before the break of day, I just bought my ticket, lot of hope a bus ain't late. I'll have a cup of coffee and a sandwich from the microwave. Now I'm gonna see my baby, if it's the last thing I ever do. Got to settle in the station, sick and tired of waiting, Continental Trailways Blues. Well, rolling out for Houston, man, we're finally rolling now. Try to get some sleep and listen to that highway sound. I guess we must have stopped in every single little town. Now I bought myself a copy of Natchez, Mississippi News, with a just pulled out of Lake Charles, rolling in the soul, Continental Trailways Blues. Houston, don't them city lights look fine? Headed for the payphone, hanging on to my last dime.
'cause she said she got a new man. Son, it's been
All right, that's the special. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for